Alright, so today we're going to be breaking down BSM Fredo's $500,000 per month sales funnel. If you don't know who BSM Fredo is, he basically does organic dropshipping, which is literally dropshipping, but you just advertise through organic content like TikTok, Instagram, and other short form content platforms instead of paying for paid ads. Anyways, I'm not going to try to sound smart here by using any kind of fancy words or anything like that. I'm just going to give you the exact value you came to this video for, which is to know exactly how BSM Fredo gets traffic, nurtures that traffic, and then converts that traffic into paying customers, and how you can implement that into your own coaching business. And so without any further ado, let's just get straight into the video. First of all, we're going to break down his TikTok. It's at 53,000 followers. He's going to be growing pretty fast soon. Organic dropshipping demon, obviously introducing what the hell he actually does so you know exactly what he's selling. Low commitment call to action for them to learn exactly what he does for completely free. He's getting pretty average views, 9,000, 3,000, 7,000. Every once in a while, one of his videos will go pretty viral at 40,000 views, 10,000 views, 25,000 views. He makes lifestyle content, super raw and authentic content, and he also does motivational dropshipping videos, as well as every once in a while filming a talking head video. For the Instagram, Fredo actually has 33,000 followers. His name, Organic Dropshipping Demon, learn what I do for free. Again, same exact thing, and then he's linking you to a freebie, life, BSM, and then ecom. BSM is his coaching program with just a ton of student results and all that jazz, as well as video testimonials and screenshots, which all act as social proof to get people to finally trust him enough to buy his product. The life story highlight is just a ton of lifestyle content, pretty self-explanatory, just getting people to know a little bit more about his life, and also getting people to know that he's actually successful with ecom, because how else would he be able to sustain such a lavish lifestyle unless he was successful in ecom? Speaking of ecom, the third story highlight is called ecom, and you guessed it, it's about e-commerce and dropshipping and his results with dropshipping, with a ton of Shopify dashboard screenshots showing his success in ecom and that he is not just some kind of random fake guru renting Rolexes and Lamborghinis. He's following a simple strategy with the Instagram and the TikTok here. He's basically testing a ton of content on the TikTok, and then once a specific piece of content goes even remotely viral, he's going to go ahead and repost it on the Instagram to get even more views. For example, this video got 10,000 views, and here it is reposted onto the Instagram, getting 43,000 extra views off of that platform as well. By reposting off the TikTok to the Instagram, you make sure that only the best pieces of your content are on your Instagram, which is your safe haven, because your Instagram is your most important platform for conversion. So you need to make it a haven for all of your clients to be seeing the absolute best content you can produce. I'm not going to break down the Instagram any further because, as I said before, they're literally the same exact pieces of content as on his TikTok. Moving on to the YouTube, which is literally the crux of every single funnel. This is the place where you nurture your audience properly. Like, a lot of people say that Instagram nurtures the audience, but it barely has any effect on the nurturing. YouTube is like Instagram on crack for nurturing. This basically all boils down to a study done by Google. It's called the 7-11-4 rule. The 7-11-4 rule basically states that a prospect has to consume 7 hours of your content across 11 different touch points across 4 different locations for them to actually finally buy your product. And so I'm pretty sure you guys can probably infer at this point that it's easier to get people to watch like 10 or 20 YouTube videos over the span of a few months compared to getting them to watch hundreds and hundreds of Instagram reels over the course of a few months. But obviously short form content has its place. That's where the second rule comes in, the 11 touch points. That basically means that this 7 hours of content has to be consumed over 11 different touch points, which basically means different videos, different pieces of content, and that is easily fulfilled through the short form content on Reels. And the 4 locations parameter is fulfilled by the different social medias that you have. For example, YouTube is one location, Instagram is another location, and TikTok is a third location. And your landing page, your website, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, they can all be separate locations. Fredo's following the copy Brez strategy, which basically just means he's doing basically the exact same stuff as Brez is doing here. Super raw and authentic content with a ton of lifestyle videos, also videos showcasing his genuine personality and showing off exactly what kind of human being he is to the audience so that they get to like him and trust him more. He also uses a lot of the same cues as Brez, shaking his camera, getting those Stripe notifications. He's basically mirroring Brez, which is not really a bad thing. I'd encourage most of you guys to do the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's getting good views on all of these videos, like 13,000, 20,000, 11,000. He's going to be growing pretty fast once he gets to the 100,000 subscriber mark with this content, because a lot of people are interested in this stuff. And you also see that he's also posting very separate types of content, where one one of the videos or two of the videos will be completely lifestyle content. For example, right here, another video will be super raw and authentic, just talking to the camera one-on-one. And then again, lifestyle, and then talking to the camera. And that's just going to keep repeating. It's a super simple but super effective content strategy that if you have a marketable lifestyle like these guys living in Miami, living in some kind of really high-end place like LA, Las Vegas, whatever, you can market that lifestyle on your YouTube and get a lot of views. But now we covered the social medias, but where is he actually funneling these people to convert them? Well, from the YouTube, he's trying to funnel people straight back into the Instagram because that's where you always want to convert. The YouTube is not a conversion platform. It is only a nurturing platform. On the landing page, first thing you see, free course for organic dropshippers. He's positioning his VSL as a free course. And unlike a lot of people where a lot of people will literally just put a VSL as their free training, Alfredo did actually put some value in this, although it is very surface level stuff about dropshipping. It's just building trust before you actually buy one of his products, just to give you a taste of what exactly Alfredo actually knows. On this first page, he's not actually going to give you the VSL here, as he's just going to ask you for your email address and phone number down here. And then once you fill this out, he's going to go ahead and redirect you over to the other part of the landing page. This is the second phase in his funnel, which is where you actually get to see the VSL. Everything else on the page is the exact same, except the first part of the page, as you can see, is empty. Now he has a ton of social proof with a lot of variety, which I really like. So there's video testimonials here, which you can't see, but that's just because the screenshot glitched, my bad. But there's about 5 video testimonials right here. And then after that, you're going to see a ton of screenshots, Discord screenshots. You're going to see a lot of dashboard screenshots, and also using extremely relatable types of screenshots. So for example, this is a Shopify dashboard screenshot, extremely relatable, and everybody has seen these everywhere. Discord screenshots also work really well. For example, if somebody got a new car or something like that you can't really show on a dashboard, that also works super well, as you can see. Then you're going to see a typeform. Alfredo, I think, just forgot about this, and for some reason this typeform does not actually work. This is obviously going to result in some subconscious effect, but I'd really urge the guy who's actually building this funnel out for him to be checking it regularly, because if you're not doing that, then you're going to have a lot of these types of things happen. And the reason I say the guy who built him this funnel is because people don't actually build these funnels out themselves. They actually hire somebody else like me to do it. So if you're somebody who's looking to actually launch your own coaching offer and you're at a decent amount of followers or are getting a decent amount of views, at least 1,000 views per reel and at least 500 concurrent followers, go and check the first link down below where you can book in a free funnel analysis call. I'll show you exactly where the leaks in your funnel are. Literally go over it personally. You're not going to be meeting some kind of setter or closer or anything like that. I'm going to be personally on the call with you, talking to you over the funnel, exactly how you can fix it. So if you want a landing page, VSL, whole back end of your funnel built out so you can only focus on your marketing, go ahead and check that first link down below, and let's just get straight back into the video. At this point, you're going to see the single CTA, which is another big bottleneck in this funnel. There's only one CTA. At the end of the page, there's not even another CTA, which is just does not make sense. You have to have regular CTAs in between your social proof. You shouldn't just have walls and walls of social proofs. Samuel Millsap really did this well. And if you want to watch my video on him and see how exactly he structured his landing page, check it out right up here. But after you click on this one singular CTA on this website, you're going to be redirected to a type form. So the type form you're going to fill out, obviously it's a very basic type form. So I'm not going to go over it in this video. You really just need like 6 questions and that's about it. Super basic questions, just revenue, age, where they're at, and contact information. Literally just a few qualifying questions and that's it. After you fill out the type form, you're going to be instantly redirected to this page right here, where you're going to see a quick timer. You're going to receive a call from a BSM coach in the next 39 seconds. This is usually at 1 minute 30 seconds. I just took it a little bit late, but the BSM coach in this situation is not actually a coach. It's obviously some kind of setter ready to dial anybody who actually finished the type form and was qualified. This is just making sure that people answer their phone. This is a no-brainer. You really have to call them. And this page is just going to make sure that they actually answer it and they have something to do in the meantime while they wait for it, which is going to be just watching this video right here, where he's literally just going to be talking about, oh, the guy's going to call you and this is what's going to happen. He's walking you through it because the confused prospect does not buy. He needs to tell you exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and why you need it, so that you actually stick around and go through the call. He also has a ton of FAQs here, which you don't see a lot of people doing. Obviously, again, the videos did not load, my bad. But there's just a ton of personally filmed videos, personally filmed by him, answering a ton of FAQs, which is really, really good because this is answering a ton of objections so that the closer has less of a pain in the butt to deal with when he's actually answering objections. After that, you're going to see another wall of social proof right here, and that's the whole website. And so that was BSM Fredo's $500,000 per month sales funnel, broken down into the nitty gritty. We went over this insanely simple funnel and how he's making 500 grand off of a very small audience. He's making a few $100,000 just off of a 50,000 person audience, which is pretty insane. But that's just the power of having a good backend and having a good funnel built out for you before you actually start launching a coaching program. Because if you can do that, you could be making absolute bank. Even if you're on the lower side of followers, literally you could be making $10,000 to $20,000 per month off of like 500, 1,000 or 5,000 followers. So if you'd be interested in me building out that funnel for you and starting off on the right foot in your coaching program, go ahead and check the first link down below. Go ahead and check this video out right here because YouTube thinks that you'll like it. You can check out the whole funnel breakdowns playlist right here, which has like $500,000 worth of pure sauce for completely free. And if you want to leave a like and subscribe, which I would appreciate, go ahead and click this button right here. Hoping to see you in this next video. Goodbye.